Hey everybody, welcome back to TechOdyssey. So today I'm here with the iPad mini, the brand new 2021 model, and what I want to talk about in this video is, do I regret buying the iPad mini? A lot of people see this tablet and they think, it's really small. Why would you want it? Why wouldn't you just get an iPad Air? Why don't you get an iPad Pro? I've even got an iPad Pro 12.9 inch and I bought it anyway because I was intrigued. I like the size of the form factor. I like that it has Apple Pencil Generation 2 support, and the cameras are actually really good on here. So I want to talk about, do I regret buying this in this video? Because I'm sure there's some other people out there that want to know, nice honest feedback, is it worth picking up? Should you even consider getting it? So before we get into that, I do want to say, if this is your first time stopping by the channel, thank you for being here. Thanks for clicking on the thumbnail and deciding to watch it, and thanks for taking the time out of your day to be here. If you happen to enjoy the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And be sure to watch all the way to the end because I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff. Now, let's get on with the video. So the iPad mini, it's exactly as the name implies. It is small. It is not gigantic. There's no 11-inch screen. There's no 10.2-inch screen. There's no 12.9. It's just this little guy right here. And also you see I've got the Apple Pencil, which I'm going to take off. It conveniently attaches on the side just like its big brother, and it'll charge it. So that way you're good to go. There have been some other changes too, like moving the volume buttons up here to the top left, and then you have the power button on the top right, which I actually really like because you just pop up there, ta-da! It's got a fingerprint sensor built into it, turns the screen right on, unlocks it, and you don't have to worry. If you just press and hold it, then it'll take you straight to your home screen. It's not like with Face ID where you always have to swipe up. That's one of my favorite things. I hate having to swipe up after I unlock it, and I miss having a fingerprint sensor on any other Apple product. So you're probably wondering, why would I want to buy this? Or if you want to buy one, you probably know some of those same things. I like having a handheld sized tablet. It's really nice because it's kind of like a tandem partner to your phone. If you've seen my other videos, you know I really like the Z Fold 3. I think it's fantastic. I like having that ability to use it as a tablet and also a phone. It has S Pen support. Think of this like, it's kind of like the Apple Fold in that sense. It doesn't open up, but it's very handheld. It's more portable. You can toss it in your backpack easily and go. It's not heavy. You can use it for a long time. It's got great battery life. It's got the A15 Bionic processor in here. It's just as powerful as your new iPhone 13 Pro, iPhone 13, all that jazz. And I had reservations about the old iPad mini. I always liked the idea, but it just wasn't on par with what I needed from a tablet. And I think that's one of the misconceptions people have had when it comes to this one. It's just as powerful as all the iPhones are out right now. It doesn't have the M1 processor in it, but it doesn't need to. Some people would argue that this isn't really built for productivity, so it doesn't need all that stuff. I would gladly edit videos on this any day of the week over my iPad Pro 12.9 because it's so big. Tablets are designed to be portable, so if I want to lay there in bed and watch videos, play games, edit videos, edit pictures, it's so much easier being able to just hold it with one hand and use the Apple Pencil, as opposed to like when I lay in bed, or I'm like having to use like my whole arm to hold the thing because it's so big. It's just not great as a tablet when you talk about how big the iPad Pro 12.9 is. It's good for multitasking, productivity, laptop replacement. It does a lot of things really well. It's a great product. It's just not for me. I like more portable, hand-sized stuff because that's what I'm doing. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm using it as an assistant. I've got it on my table. I'm carrying it around in my backpack with my laptop, with all my other stuff. I'm laying in bed using it, which is predominantly what I do it for. And then it's perfect for like a bedside TV. You can watch all your streaming services on it. Long gone are the days of having to just watch TV or having to have a TV connection. You can have Disney Plus, you can have Hulu Plus, Netflix, HBO Max, all those great things right at your fingertips. It's got stereo speakers. You can still use it with Bluetooth and connect your AirPods, AirPods Pro, AirPods Max, all that jazz. You get the handoff feature where you can move seamlessly between your phone and then also your iPad when you pick it up. So there are a lot of reasons that this is great. And then the form factor is really what makes it. This is an exciting product for me. And even though I have a lot of other electronics I could use, I prefer to use it over my 12.9-inch iPad Pro and my Tab S7 Plus. Yes, you've probably seen my other videos. I use the Fold 3 a lot, but usually when it's late at night and I'm done, I make my thumbnails and I want to watch videos, I do it on here. I like being able to use my AirPods with it. I mean, I've got other earbuds too, but it's just nice because I use my MacBook Pro. I usually edit my video there in bed. I grab my Fold 3, I make my thumbnail, and then I keep my headphones on and just switch over to this. So it has a lot of value and flexibility for me, and it might be something that would work out well for you. And also, if you're a pilot, this is perfect because they've got the nice navigation software that's on there. I don't remember what it's called. I have a friend that's a pilot and she uses it all the time. And she said they love the iPad mini because it's so easy to carry around. It's not like the big one. You can get all sorts of different things to carry it around in. It's portable, compact, and it gives you all the power and flexibility that you get with anything else. It's top notch. It has everything you could possibly need. And yeah, I like it a lot. I think that's just the resounding theme here. I don't regret buying it at all. I think that it's priced well. The only thing I wish it had was more storage. I don't like the baseline is 64 and then you can only get a 256. Those are your only two options. Also, there's 5G if you want that model. I just got the regular Wi-Fi. I don't really, if I use it on the go, I've got 50 gigabytes of hotspot space on my phone. So I'll just connect it to that. But I like it. I don't regret it. If you are interested in picking one up, you probably won't regret it either. I would like to see maybe a Pro model in the future, though. I would really love to have an iPad Mini Pro or an iPad Pro Mini, whichever you would call it. I would totally edit videos one day if I could get Final Cut Pro on here. If you know, it's going to have an M1 for that. It won't do it with the A15. But I would love to have that just like on my bigger iPad Pro. That's one of the reasons why I bought it. I was kind of hoping we would get that, especially having the M1. But from a day-to-day perspective, you see no difference between the M1 and the A15 Bionic. Very capable, very powerful. And I would love to see a Pro model. I would like this to have an LED, a mini LED, whatever, something better than this older LCD screen. I think that's the only disservice to this tablet. I wish it had 120 hertz. Even if it had the better LCD in it at 120 hertz, that would be amazing because I really enjoy that, especially on my iPhone 13 Pro, my iPad Pro 12.9. But it gets the job done. It works fine. It's not as smooth or as fancy as the more expensive, more elaborate models, but it's still a good quality LCD screen. It's got good battery life. It's something you can really enjoy using as a supplement to your phone, which is what I think tablets were really more intended for. I think there's still a consumer level tablet, and then there's a productivity level tablet, and that's kind of been blurred where it's like, okay, so the pro level ones, the really expensive ones, they have to be big. You can't get a small, powerful tablet. If you want a smaller tablet, it's always a cheaper option, and people just don't want that. So I'm glad that Apple came along, put an A15 in this, gave it all the bells and whistles that you need for basically everything. I mean, it doesn't have Final Cut Pro, but you can use LumaFusion, and it works like a champ. It's even got USB-C. You just don't have a lot of storage, and that's really one of the big drawbacks. So I'd like to see a better screen in the next model. I'd like to see more storage. I think that would be really helpful. I'd like to have the option at least. So that's all I've got in this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. Hopefully it answered some questions for you in a non-traditional setting to where you really get a good feel for what somebody who's been using this appreciates in it, why I bought it, what I like about it, and why I think it's a very relevant tablet for a lot of people and is underestimated by a lot of people when they look at it. And they make all these prejudgments and have all these decisions made about it just because they don't want a small tablet. But that doesn't mean that there's not a place for it and people like me and you watching this video don't want it. So I'm glad that it's here. So that's all I've got. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those down in the comment section. I'll get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.